Hi, I'm Benjamin Temple. This is my channel, and if you like my videos, please subscribe to my channel. I wanted to do an unboxing in this video. I've never really done one of those from start to finish. On Friday, I received, went by my hobby dealer to make my month-to-month payment that I pay. I received from Cordyville Station 5 locomotives and 1 rail car. Those are the Southern Pacific, the GE AC4400CW, and then the Amtrak P40DC. Now there's the fifth version or fifth phase paint scheme, and then the 3-phase in the what rail fans call the Pepsi can. And then I model the Illinois Central big time. So this is a refrigerated car. It looks like it's not a mechanical refrigerated, but I have 3 of these cars. Funny how they decided to reclass that car, at least Atlas. The Amtrak is because as I said, I do the Illinois Central, so Chicago down to New Orleans, which is the city of New Orleans, and the Panama limit. I have the city of New Orleans in the Amtrak paint scheme, and I want locomotives to pull that. I don't know if the P40DC is the ones that pulled without checking my photos. I have photos, and I have all the passenger cars. What I wanted to do was the unboxing of the Southern Pacific, because I've already had these Amtraks out of the box. I have not had the Southern Pacific out of the box, so we'll take that out. I'm still kind of new with this smartphone. I know something, one person said, comment they made is the most terrible video. I have this to say, that's fine, you're welcome to your opinion. I'm not going to disagree. This is not my first rodeo making videos. Sure, I've got several. Am I great? No, probably not. No expert. For one, I don't have a paid subscription through YouTube. I also don't have any fancy cameras. It's just my smartphone, and this is my other one went bad, so this is my second smartphone in life. I do have a Kodak camera that I kind of like better, but this does, the picture is better on it in some cases, not always. But this is just kind of easier at the moment. And the other thing, the reason some of my videos are like they are, so, not here to put anybody down, each to their own, but I did my videos, they're not edited, they're not cut. It's made that way because I want the rough videos that you get the raw, there's no cut in them, and generally sometimes I do a retake. Like this is actually a retake because my first video I thought was pretty terrible. So there is that, but I was hoping my viewers would appreciate that, and that's a way to set me aside from the rest of the people out there that make videos. I don't really want to copy their stuff, but I thought some people might like to see the Southern Pacific. I'm sure that James Wright has already probably done this, just guessing, but don't know. I'm doing the Southern Pacific because back in the day through Dietrich, Illinois, even though it's an Illinois Central Rail Line, Canadian National, the Union Pacific and the Southern Pacific locomotives would come through. So here Don't know if you can read that as the warranty. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time. To be honest, hardly ever, rarely read these things. I might have looked at them a long time ago. And then here is the exploded view of the AC locomotive. I guess there were some variations, which makes sense. Railroads all the time do something a little different. You know, horn setup, cab windows set up differently. So there are several different, and then the parts and part numbers and all that. I'm sure that you probably care less about all that. So, and then here's the flyer that comes with it, the news, which is probably a good idea to sign up if you buy lots of Athearn engines and you want to stay on it. Then here's the main thing that you really want to. So this is the manual, which operation and how to take care and maintain your engine. They have in it the disassembly, meaning of special language, then kind of a where to lubricate, just kind of a generic go. And then here's the main thing that probably more people are more concerned about, which is the key function and what those functions do. That's something we'll need for a little later. I mean, in general, I know most of them, but they do change slightly from locomotive to locomotive. So now, here is the engine, and something I thought I would say. So my engines, I take in double tape. Also are what I call eye bolts. Well, I think that's what those are. And then here's the roller bearing caps that pop off, or in the little slot of the engine, or box of the locomotive, I mean to say. And then, but I take double-edged tape. I didn't do that to this. Like I say, I just had this open in order, but I'm doing a retake because, well, I personally think I did a pretty terrible job, so we thought we'd redo this. Again, the chuck support, or we're going to call it, come up. It's double-edged tape, but evidently it doesn't stick real well. There's that. That's why I like to do a double edge, or take the double-sided paint, or I mean tape, and tape those in, especially if you're going to go places and carry the box and take them in and out. Just saves the trouble of them falling out and losing them or breaking them. So some years ago I invested, well, I mean not some years, some months ago I invested in a coupler height gauge. Never really thought that would be necessary, but after as many cars. So this one looks to be dead on, at least on the rear. Got that all the way on the track. It's kind of hard to see. Well, let's see. Yep. It looks to be dead on, but you can be the judge for yourself. So the thing that sets an AC engine apart from the DC is the inverter motors, and there are 6 traction motors, 3 per each truck. So there's obviously 2 trucks. So there are 6 inverters, and the other thing on an AC engine, this box over here, this cab part is longer, I believe, if I remember, if I got this correct. I've done some studying, but it's been a while since I've done that. But that also looks to be your dynamic brake air intake, or yeah. And then this rear part back here is your radiator pins. Seems I got a little piece of foam here. But so I mean, everybody pretty much I think knows that's your exhaust. This is your air horn. And then of course on the rear of your radiator fan exhaust, or yeah, so there's an actual fan that sits in the back. I've seen the real ones, you can see the fan operating on those. And then your grill area. This did look to have, yeah, it's got ditch lights here up in the front. So there's your ditch light, and then something that, you know, so here's your fuel tank. Here's a little red dot, which is, I think, the fuel cap. And then here's the fuel gauge. And these are your air reservoir for the locomotive, supplying air to the air brakes, among other functions of the engine. I'm pretty sure the air brakes is all that goes. So then here's your other side of the fuel tank, your gauge, and once again your cap. On the front of the nose here, forgive me, I'm, like I said, still learning this camera. So here is your caps for the supplying sand, or your sand caps, so that they can supply sand when the wheels go to spinning. And then there's one here on the rear of the engine right there, and then your headlights and your grab irons, hand railings, and you can see how they're real nice and white paint. So this is what I think most model railroaders call the bloody paint, or the bloody nose, with the speed lettering, which is my favorite. And that's also, as a kid, what came through my hometown. You know, if you like something different, you know, each their own, and you probably like what either catches your eye or came through your hometown area. It looks to me that the windows are tinted, but, you know, maybe not. I do believe you can, well, maybe you can't. Definitely got a cab section. So here's your, I think what they refer to as the PC antennas on this engine. That's really about all that I know. I think they also say these have the steerable trucks. According to rail picks, this engine, this particular cab number 114, was built in April, which is this month, of 1995. And then the other one that I have, the 239, that locomotive was built in June of 1995. So one year later, and the Union Pacific would emerge with the Southern Pacific, ending that. But I thought it would be neat to put this on the track. So now you can hear it starting up. You can even see, maybe, yeah, so there's a light there. Let's try that again. So then the headlight comes on. Let's see what else.
So F4 and then F5. Oh, hey, check that out. Well, there's your ditch lights. And then move forward. And reverse. Oh, it's got a little light there. Oh, yeah, you can really see it on the camera. The bell. Oh, it's a short horn. So F2 is the horn, F3 is the short horn, F1 is the bell, which is pretty much standard for the most part. This thing here says it's got some the extended functions. F23. I don't even know why you'd need that. This is a freight engine, but I know sometimes locomotives did help haul Amtrak around when they broke down, so maybe that's why you would need such thing. I was doing F24 and 25, which is supposed to be a lighted feature. I don't see anything. Unfortunately, I don't have a layout yet. I'm working on a module that I pretty much got the main part of the wiring done, but now I'm doing painting, and then I'll have to finish the wiring with some electronics, and it'll be set to go, and then there'll be finished scenery to do and some testing to make sure I got my soldering done. But there you have it. There's the GE AC4400CW in Southern Pacific. Bloody nose with speed lettering paint scheme. If you like my videos, please subscribe. If you have any comments, please leave me. I'd appreciate good or bad. I always like to hear from my viewers and what your thoughts are. I would like to make improvements to my videos if you think I need them. In the future, at some point, I will get a mic so that you can hear me better. I also plan on probably at some point making a subscription or something where I can do some editing of videos. But for now, this is the way that I want to do them. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe and have a wonderful day. Thanks. Bye.